Anybody know if that's normal for the Bureau? Hey everyone, welcome back to Control. Previously on, we finished the Foundation DLC, and we're just about to head into the Altered World Events DLC, which is the second DLC. It's a crossover with Alan Wake, so here there be spoilers. So last time on, we fought against Marshall, who had been taken over by the Hiss as she went down to deal with the nail, and which was sort of the board's fault because they sent an astral spike that destroyed her HRA. But we also don't know if Marshall was in the right destroying the nail. We don't know what was causing the Hiss to be there. And we're not sure we trust the board at this point. So I feel like Foundation left us with some hanging plot threads, which will hopefully be expanded on, maybe in the sequel. So I've put Jessie back in her civilian clothes for this one, and we're about to, let me pull up, I think it's called A Dark Place, the mission. Yes, investigate the sector elevator, wherever that is. And I did look up how to get into the chasm, and it's as painfully obvious as I was worried it was going to be. So I think after AWE, off camera, I'm going to run around and try and find a whole bunch of collectibles that I've missed. And for a final wrap-up episode, we'll go do the chasm and the other two outstanding main story missions, the rematch with Mr. Tomasi and the Mold Pit, and have some lore and collectibles to do. But for now, we are investigating the sector elevator.
Darkness engulfed the elevator. There was something there, reaching for her, trying to make her act. It was a distress call. Faden sensed a drowning man, a hunger in the dark. Investigation sector.
Investigation sector, huh? We should check this out.
Hi, Alan. Okay. But tell me that was not a hotline message. It was. Alan's talking to us through the hotline. I love an Alan. Let's watch this.
Darkness engulfed the elevator. There was something there. A presence. Jessie Faden could hear it. A call. It was faint, reaching for her from a dark place. Faden was sensitive to visitations. She had them all the time. From her guiding star and the previous director. She was the perfect receiver. As if she'd been made for this. Faden paused to feel it. The force at play here. It was changing things around her, subtle, trying to make her act. Faden didn't like that. Her guide felt it too. Polaris didn't flare up in defense as with the Hiss, so it wasn't all bad. Not a hostile transmission. It was powerful, but it was coming from far away, and made weak because of the distance. It was a distress call. Faden sensed a drowning man, a man desperate to escape. She sensed something else, too. A hunger in the dark, not unlike the hostile resonance, waiting. She knew that desperate acts can have grim consequences. It was this, more than the man's despair, that made her follow the call. The elevator lights winked back on. The darkness receded like a memory. There was a new button on the elevator control panel. Investigation sector. Faden pressed the button. The elevator doors slid shut with practiced bravado.
I love this game. Oh, okay. Here there be spoilers. So, Alan last we left Alan fighting the Dark Presence, which is the big bad equivalent to the Hiss in Alan Wake. Last we left him, he was in the Dark Place, name of this mission, having switched places with his wife Alice. And he's writing himself out. That's his plan. Alan's para-utilitarian power is to basically use his typewriter to affect reality and rewrite reality. We found out in Control that Alan was being considered for the Prime Candidate program, just like Jesse and Dylan were, and that his clicker, which is a little like light switch that his mum gave him as a child when he was afraid of the dark, that he could like flick on and off to get rid of the dark, is actually an object of power. It's not even an altered item, it's an actual object of power that allows him to fight the darkness. So he's trying to write himself out, writing a distress call to Jesse. So if he's creating a new sector of the Bureau, so he's able to affect the oldest house, which is very cool. But the way he was writing that, it sounds like he can't affect Jesse. Maybe because of Jesse or because of Polaris. This is gonna be such a good DLC. Oh, I'm so excited for this. Okay. Investigation sector. Let's go. Okay. Oh, we got some darkness. Okay. Before I walk into the darkness, I'm actually just going to pause it for a second. So, speaking of Alan being able to, like, rewrite reality and affect the Bureau, I noticed in the credits, when the main credits rolled after the main game, that they also had credits for the Foundation and the AWE. And I noticed that Alan is voiced by the same actor who played Dr. Darling. And I'm trying to convince my brain that that's just a coincidence, that Remedy just likes working with him. But I'm also been very trained by games like Kingdom Hearts, where if the same actor is playing two characters, it's important and they're connected. So, we'll see. Dr. Darling has been ascended into the board, I think, so we'll see. We'll see. Let's venture into the unknown. Oh. Okay. Explore the investigation sector.
Hello? Anyone here?
Guess not.
So the other two, like, important sets of people who encountered the Dark Presence in Alan Wake.
Seems a lot more crowded than the rest of the Bureau.
Oh, I suppose so. We're Thomas Zane, who was the first person we know of who encountered the Dark Presence. He's a poet, and in order to fight the Dark Presence and seal it away, he actually erased himself from existence. But when we were listening to Jessie's tapes with her psychiatrist, she mentioned being a fan of Thomas Zane's poetry. So either Jessie's completely outside of whatever was going on in Bright Falls with the Dark Presence, or he's somehow reached through to give her poems. And the other set of characters who encountered the Dark Presence were the Old Gods of Asgard, the band who did Take Control, the song that Ati gave us to go through the Ashtree Maze, who also wrote songs to help Alan fight the Dark Presence. So, okay. Darling investigation. Compiled by Tim Spalder, Special Agent, by order of William Kirkland, Head of Investigations. Okay, so we do actually have an investigations sector. Official findings report read Dr. Casper Darling. As per authorization from Mr. Kirkland, Internal Investigation D084-5 was launched into the ethical practices of Dr. Casper Darling, Head of Research. Despite the accounts of anonymous redacted regarding the inhumane treatment of a redacted currently housed in the Bureau, our official findings regarding this were inconclusive. Numerous obstacles arose during the investigation. The majority of redacted sector personnel seemed to be wholly unaware of any such redacted contained there. One redacted confirmed the redacted's codename to be redacted, but all files pertaining to that name were inaccessible, being classified under the highest clearance level. Investigators were similarly blocked from entering the redacted research wing to interview its staff. The matter was further complicated by the lack of clarity on whether non-human paranatural entities warrant humane treatment. Of course they do. They're people. While this investigation cannot address any charges against Dr. Darling, we do recommend an investigation into redacted research. Okay. Casey inquiry. To R. Dennis from D. Gleason, subject possible lead in the Wake case. Dear Mr. Dennis, a request came through recently from an FBI agent asking for all our files on Bright Falls, specifically on the disappearance of the author Alan Wake. As per Interagency Information Exchange Agreement, I had some paper pushers gather up a folder of the pre-approved files. Don't worry, all the inappropriate material is either missing or redacted. But I'm writing to let you know that we received this request from a special agent named Alex Casey. Sounds familiar, right? That's because Alex Casey is the name of the fictional detective whose hard-boiled crime books Alan Wake wrote. Pretty interesting that an FBI agent sharing a name with the most famous character Wake wrote is looking into a case dealing with a writer's fiction coming true. I think this is worth looking into. What's your opinion? Just give the world on start surveillance on this guy, Special Investigator Gleason. Remedy knows how to make a good game. Okay. So Alex Casey also has a movie coming out. The two Rangers with Langston are excited about it. Corresponding missing agents. In 2017, which I think is 2 years ago. I think this game is set in 2019, because it also came out in 2019. Mr. Kirkland, here are the latest agents confirmed missing, presumed dead from the containment breach yesterday. Agent Jonathan Connor, researcher Ezra Cruz, Agent Carolyn Dempsey, Agent Lindsay Malcolm, Agent Charles Murray, Agent Derek Shaw. Letters of condolence will be delivered to you to sign prior to sending them to their families. You'll be updated as soon as additional confirmations are made. Also, per your request, a network engineer checked how many cases were backed up digitally. Unfortunately, a large number of active investigations were not archived yet and only had hard copies of reports existed behind the fire break. They're lost, I'm afraid. Okay. What is over here? Can I get through here? Aha! I can get through here, but... Ooh, secrets? Keystone expression. Mr. Kirkland. Wonder if we're gonna meet this Mr. Kirkland. We stopped at Keystone on our way to the target AWE, like you asked. I'm sending my report directly to you to try and keep a lid on this Grumman/Morales desertion issue. We didn't find any sign of them here. Given their records, it's possible they've switched teams like you suspected, but I don't think that's the case. An event definitely occurred here in Keystone, and I think Grumman and Morales got caught up in it. The entire population has vanished into thin air. Reminds me of the Ordinary case, but that was just the adults, if I'm remembering the file correctly. This is different. I think our guys are casualties, not traitors. Well, what other team is there? Is there like a rival bureau? If it was an AWE, it seems to be over. We walked through the whole town, and only strange thing we noticed were markings on various buildings. 2 overlapping circles with a dot in the shared space. Could be irrelevant. I'll show you the photos when I get back. In the meantime, We should send a team out here to cordon this place off and maybe get the comms guys working on a cover story. Sincerely, Agent Keenum. Okay. I'm going to finish looking through here before I start going into other areas. Tractor supplement. Oh, the tractor. We fought a taken tractor in Alan Wake. ID Bureau tractor. Acquisition date 2019. Scene not acquired. Containment lotion. NA. Okay, altered item 82KE. Note, miscommunication led to a local coroner examining the body of William Burrow. Burrow, William, male, Caucasian, case summary, 33-year-old man found dead on his property as per police report. Remains obtained for coroner's office also included blood, urine, bile, stomach contents, and bone fragments. Blunt force injuries to the head, lacerations to the left ear, blunt force injuries, extremities, dislocation right knee, complete avulsion of right upper extremity with associated fracture of proximal right humerus, extensive trauma, abdominal region, complete avulsion of multiple organs, including stomach, heart, liver, pancreas, kidneys, and portions of the large and small intestine, all missing from the scene. Conclusion: it is my opinion that Mr. Burrow's death is not the result of a mechanical accident, as claimed by the authorities. The removal of organs is consistent with an animal attack. Or a taken zombie attack. What is... Resignation letter. Who's resigning? Redacted of redacted 2019. Okay, date. To whom it may concern, is with great anger and regret, I tender my resignation as head of investigations for the Federal Bureau of Control. I do this in protest of the rampant disregard for my department's redacted. My staff cannot continue to work in these conditions. Previous requests and warnings have fallen on deaf ears, so I must now rely on my actions to speak louder than my words ever could. I blame this situation on our redacted, who has routinely ignored my requests for assistance in reclaiming the parts of the investigation sector lost to the redacted loose inside. Oh no. I will never forget the screams of the brave agents begging for us to open that firebreak. I will carry that shame for the rest of my days. The redacted has failed his agents. I shall never forgive him for that. Sincerely, William Kirkland. Okay, well, if that's 2019, so that was really recent. So all of this is recent.
It's not working.
Okay.
Probably a loose power core somewhere.
Probably. Staffing issue. Mr. Dennis. So yes, there's an increase in AWE cases, and yes, it would be a good idea to put together a special task force to examine exactly why that is. However, it seems like a tiny detail has slipped through the cracks. We don't have the damn staff. You expect us to detect, investigate, and process more AWE cases, and you need to give us more people. It's simple math. Between the staff we lost to the Hartman thing... Between the staff we lost to the Hartman thing and the ones left for other departments after Kirkland quit, we've barely managing to keep up with the workload. Hell, just filing the paperwork for all the altered items we left behind in the sector has been an ordeal. Another thing, and this is going to sound paradoxical, but we have an overcrowding situation. This lobby isn't meant to accommodate the whole sector's worth of staff. We put forward a motion to move investigations to a more suitable location months ago. You better not be sitting on your desk. The people are getting restless, and as Kirkland's interim replacement, it's your job to handle it. Best regards, Agent Grayson. The Hartman thing. So Hartman's from Alan Wake. It's Emil Hartman. A quack psychologist whose entire thing was to get artists to come to Bright Falls to try and manipulate them into releasing the Dark Presence. He started with Thomas Zane. He did it to Tor and Odin Anderson, the old gods of Asgard, and he nearly did it to Alan Wake. I hate him. I thought he was dead. I thought he got eaten by a dark presence tornado. Clearly not. Clearly not. Please be a boss fight. I want him to be a boss fight. We got to sort of have a boss fight with him at the end of the second Alan Wake DLC, but that was all like in Alan's mind. In the dark place, it was just him creating things, basically. Okay, so where can we go? Okay, what's this sign say? Sector head office that way, fire break that way. Okay, the fire break is definitely the thing that's loose behind it, right? So we gotta go deal with that eventually. Then we can go this way to the sector head office, but that feels like going the next place. But if I go up here, it's probably into that little office in there. So let's go see what's up there. Let's see what's in here. Aha! Aha, aha, aha. I gotta put a cube in here. Tractor procedures. Bureau tractor. Containment procedure. Item is not in the Bureau custody. None known. Description / altered effect. A Frank Elk tractor, olive green. Dried blood on the grill when last seen. Item is capable of vocalized responses or growls and unmanned locomotion. Considered highly aggressive and dangerous. Was the tractor we fought in Alan Wake green? Or just colors were hard in Alan Wake because everything was just kind of gray. The item first came to the Bureau's attention after the death of William Burrow, owner of the Burrow farm outside of Trenton, Texas. Oh, okay, it's definitely not the same tractor. We were definitely not in Texas. Local authorities arrived on the scene after the employee found the mutilated body of Mr. Burrow beneath his tractor. Police arrived but were immediately driven away by the tractor. Panicked calls from the federal authorities were intercepted by Bureau communications staff. A team was dispatched. Upon arrival, the agents approached the item. It is responded by growling like a bear. 3 agents were injured when they tried to detain the item, which escaped. Aerial searches for the item are ongoing. Speaking to Mrs. Burrow only revealed that she had a domestic altercation with Mr. Burrow earlier the night of the incident. Whether these events are connected is currently unknown. So, but speaking of colors in Alan Wake, I'm really interested to see how, like, if we see the dark presence here, I'm really interested to see what they're going to choose to use as a color palette, because in Control, like, the good things are, like, kind of like a bright blue, like Polaris is that bright blue helix, and the bad things are red, like the Hiss bathe things in red light, versus Alan Wake, where the bad things were like a murky black, dark blue, and the red was used, but only for the flares and the flare guns. So if you were in the red light, you were safe in Alan Wake, versus Control, where the red light is bad, don't go there. So I'm interested to see how they mesh those two together. Official findings report, compiled by Patricia Lewis, Special Agent, on the order of William Kirkland, Head of Investigations. Official findings report, Prime Candidate Program, internal / confidential. As per authorization from Mr. Kirkland, internal investigation P142-9 was launched into the legality of the Prime Candidate Program redacted by the Federal Bureau of Control. Since all known subjects relevant to the investigation used executive privilege to decline interviews, very little first-hand information has been gathered. However, anonymous sources and documentation classified by Mr. Kirkland both paint an alarmingly clear picture of systemic redacted and redacted. Redacted were brought into the oldest house and placed under redacted examination testing with the aim of appointing one as director upon maturity. This program has produced no successful cases and only resulted in the traumatic redacted of paranaturally inclined redacted. Not only is this a breach of the Ashe Act, but it flies in the face of basic human redacted. The investigation team unequivocally redacted the Prime Candidate Program and recommends that it be redacted immediately. Well, one of those redacted is definitely, you screwed up, Dylan. Okay, so we gotta find a cube for there. Let's head and see if we can find a cube. Worst case, I could probably grab... Can I, like, move some of this stuff to make it easier to get in and out? Can I pick... No. Okay, you know what? I'm gonna grab this cube. Grab this cube. Aha, I can break that. I'm gonna put this cube up here. Okay, fine.
Now that gate should open.
Oh, okay. Jesse thinks that's the way forward, but I want to pop in over here first, I think. Do I want to do the fire break first? I think I want to pop up here. And, oh, so I think that's just another office. So let's go up to the other office. Cauldron Lake update. We like a Cauldron Lake. To Chief Investigator Dennis. So that's the guy who took over after Kirkland. It happened again, third time this year. Something certainly has it out for our redacted. Could be raccoons. The locals certainly complain about them enough. But why the hell would raccoons keep going after a monitoring station? Doesn't add up. Anyway, I've got a bureau tech going to the site next week to take a look. Next on the list of reoccurring problems is the staff at Lake House Research Station. How am I supposed to effectively keep an eye on redacted Lake? Cauldron Lake, folks, doesn't need to be redacted. If they won't let me see any data, hell, I don't even know what they're researching out there. We need to petition them again to share their info with investigations agents. It's only a matter of time before this redacted hits again, and I want to be prepared. Anyway, if anyone at HQ asks why the Bright Falls report is a little thin this month, tell them it's because we couldn't take any readings. In the meantime, I might invest in some raccoon traps. Sincerely, Agent Estevez. Okay. I love how the report is titled like Cauldron Lake Update, but they redacted Cauldron in the actual report. Compiled by Redacted, by order of William Kirkland, head of investigations. Initial findings report re-redacted. As per authorization from Mr. Kirkland, Redacted was launched into the Redacted of Director Zachariah Trench. A recent change in Redacted witnessed in Director Trench, including aggressive Redacted when Redacted with other staff, has been observed. However, this investigation is aimed at interpreting this issue rather than proving it. Notable Redacted between Director Trench and Dr. Darling has been witnessed by numerous Bureau staff. Although both declined to meet for an interview on the matter, witness accounts suggest their arguments center around the Dimensional Research Wing and the Redacted kept inside. It's too small or redacted to be the slide projector. However, no evidence exists to confirm Dr. Trench is redacted as anything more than interpersonal disagreements. This investigation has concluded that Dr. Trench's behavior is not indicative of any redacted and that his fitness to lead is not in question. Refer to file redacted for full report. Trench official warning. Kirkland, I am growing tired of your blatant attempts to lay your incompetence at my doorstep. I know you want this to be true, but you are the head of investigations. This failure is your responsibility. What did you think would happen holding a dangerous specimen in investigations? The containment sector exists for a reason. They are better trained and better equipped to handle this type of work. In fact, they have admirably taken on a certain AWE monitoring responsibilities that your staff are no longer capable of. This happens more and more now. I don't think your petty internal investigations have gone past my notice. You are a worm. Oh. This must have been after the hiss. Because the hiss kept... One of the things that Dylan and Trench were both saying when they got taken over the hiss is like, you are a worm in time, I think the line was. Everything I've done has been for the benefit of the Bureau. The Prime Candidate program only failed because of Darling. You are both failures plotting against me. You are traitors, but the truth will emerge out of you. You are choosing to become my enemy, Kirkland. You don't want to be. Zachariah Trench, Director of the Federal Bureau of Control. Oh, yeah, no, that was definitely after the hiss had started eating Trench. Oh, our first chest. Impact melee boost. We do not need an impact melee boost. Do not use melee enough. Underhill background. Oh, Underhill! Underhill's the lady who's working on the mold, who doesn't like us. Agent Lisa Keenum, external investigator, right order of William Kirkland, head of investigations. Visual findings report. Read Dr. Rhea Underhill. Dr. Rhea Underhill is a professor at the University of Woodrow in the United Kingdom, where she teaches biology with a focus on botany. Dr. Underhill once worked in the Bureau as a parabotanist stationed in the research sector of the oldest house. She served with no incidents or Demetrius, and it's praised by those who formerly worked with her, including Dr. Darling. Dr. Underhill has no known connections to paracriminal organization or any record of breaching her NDAs since leaving the Bureau. Her civilian behavior has been ideal, with the exception of the ongoing personal relationship with Dr. Darling, which appears to have begun during their time as co-workers on the research sector and revisited intermittently ever since. Depending on the duration of her work in the oldest house, it may be required to have both parties sign a relationship clearance form. This investigation has found no compelling reason to deny Dr. Darling's request to offer Dr. Underhill an interim position with the aim of finding solutions to the mold threshold issue. I was going to say, she still works here. Like, she's down there in the mold pit working right now. Okay, so Underhill and Darling had a thing. Okay, darling. What's behind door number 1? Besides more files just sitting on a metal detector. Specimen escaped assessment. Re-incident A49. The purpose of internal investigation X039-7 is to examine the containment failure of specimen SI1 that resulted in the deaths of redacted agents. An inspection report of the containment equipment 3 days earlier shows no faults. Investigators suspect human error to be the cause, yet no department has provided any evidence to support this. Technicians were able to recover the researchers' notes on the specimen from internal network. On the redacted of redacted, the specimen began displaying a sharp increase in aggressive redacted. Cross-referencing the date with various logs found 2 events inconsistent with the sector's daily routine. The air filters were changed, and the hour prior to the incident, a civilian named Alice Wake entered the sector regarding an unrelated investigation. See interview 65F-124. I would very much like to see that interview, please. Given their connection to the same AWE case, it's likely that Mrs. Wake's presence in the relevant to the specimen's escape and to the redacted investigation is ongoing. That's gotta be Hartman. If Hartman's here... So that other report said the Hartman thing. So that's either an incident with Hartman or something happened to Hartman and he's not a person anymore. Oh, that's definitely Alice. There's no other Alice. Law of conservation of detail says there cannot be a second Alice. Okay, first control point.
I'm no detective, but something definitely happened here.
Yeah. Blessed Organization. Oh, yes. Let's find out more about them. Agent Tim Spalder, Remy Dennis, Chief Investigator. Okay. So, we've heard the blessed at least once. I think it was twice. Cannot remember the second one. The first one was the blessed fondue pot that was sent to the radio station America Overnight that killed someone at the American Overnight studio. The Blessed Organization, paracriminal profile. This group/individual has operated outside of the Bureau's notice for decades, perhaps longer, displaying a level of skill and caution rarely seen in paracriminal groups. A review of past cases has found various mentions of their activity over the years. In 2016, a production company called Blessed Pictures, with our friend, the Altered Item video camera. Production company called Blessed Pictures was connected to the Altered Item case, as well as the death of an agent from exposure to illicit paranatural materials. In 1994, a Los Angeles-based public speaker named Chester Bless was involved in illegal use of an altered item. In 1988, a business called Blessed Repair and Service was suspected in the involvement of an object of power case, perhaps even creating it. None of these businesses or individuals have ever been located. However, their connection to appearances of altered items and objects of power is too direct to be considered circumstantial. An arrest order has been issued for any persons believed to be involved in the Blessed organization. That's interesting. Oh. Hello. Please no jump scares. What am I talking about? It's a crossover with a horror game. Of course there's gonna be jump scares.
Do we know each other? This feels familiar. I can't seem to... I've forgotten it. I'm sorry. My name is Alan Wake. Who are you? Who are you? Do I know you?
I'm your friend Tom. Tom Zane. There's nothing to worry about.
Tom. The poet. The diver. You look different.
That was just a role. A character. The protagonist I played in my old film. I'm a filmmaker. An auteur like yourself. We're working on this together, remember? An artistic collaboration. You need a drink.
Don't drink it. Why would you drink it?
Endless darkness. Nothing holds still.
We're very close now. You've been writing. You found a way to escape. It'll work this time.
Riding.
You found a way!
No. I don't... Wait. There's something. It's my double. He's out there. I've seen it.
Yeah. Nothing to worry about. I'm dealing with it. It's fine, my friend. Let me handle him.
You've met him? What the hell?
Now, come on. You misunderstand me.
That was Alan Wake, the writer who went missing in that AWE case I read about. What's he doing here?
I don't even know where to start. Why does Thomas Zane look like Alan? Why is he saying he's a filmmaker? Why is he being creepy? Okay, I already didn't trust Zane from the way he was behaving in the DLCs for Alan Wake. And now I really don't trust him. And just... Okay, let's keep going.
Thomas Zane was with him. The poet. No, wait. He was a filmmaker. I always remember that wrong.
Okay. So, whatever Thomas is doing, it's affecting Jesse. But Alan's writing wasn't able to. Polaris, I need you to I need you to help. I need you to help. I mean, we, the audience, know that Thomas Zane is a poet. We, the audience, know that he shouldn't exist. We, the audience, know that Jessie used to know him as a poet, and now she thinks he's just a filmmaker and not a poet. Okay, can't go in here. Probably. Oh no, that's my board door. So we'll go in there eventually. Okay. This is the Aussie door. Oh, it's dark outside the hotel. Because usually when Jesse's in the motel, it's dusk. Because the motel basically is Jesse's place in the bureau. Okay, I'm not going to hit that yet. Let's have a look at what these doors are doing. Let's have a look at what the Jesse door is doing. Okay, so this was the Jesse door when she had to get Polaris back. Casino door. Okay. Nothing else to interact with but this. Oh. That was interesting. Oh. That's some bad noise. Oh, I hate that. Okay, and that one didn't open. It's just these two open. Okay, so I turned off that radio, and it's not letting me turn it back on. Oh, it's this TV. It's the TV that's making static. Oh, okay. Okay, that's the only two things I can do. This light, this room's kind of red. And this room's kind of, oh no, it's ready now. Okay, let's go hit the button again. Oh, wait. Now this is humming. Jesse, can I express to you to stop turning off lights? Please? We need lights. Oh, hello. Okay. Oh, yep. Yep. Yep, there's lights going off.
Dr. Emil Hartman, devoured by hungry darkness, became the thing that had been Hartman. Broke loose, killed everyone it could, lurking, roaming, waiting. Then something else came. A resonance. The thing that had been Hartman went through another change.
Oh no. Is Hartman taken and Hiss? Oh, we gotta watch the whole thing of that. Oh, we gotta watch the whole thing of that.
Dr. Emil Hartman was desperate. The Federal Bureau of Control had stolen his life's work.
Good.
This was his last chance, his final experiment. What he'd been too scared to do before. Hartman dove into the lake, was taken. devoured by hungry darkness, became the thing that had been Hartman. Only an echo of him remained, fragmented impulses on autoplay, violent, bloodthirsty darkness in the driver's seat. Emerging from the lake, the thing was captured by the FBC. Brought in, contained, studied. The thing broke loose, killed everyone it could. The FBC fell back and sealed the sector. The thing was alone in the dark, lurking, roaming, waiting. Then something else came. Not darkness, but similar enough. A sound. A resonance. It shouldn't be a surprise. If there's one, why not another? The darkness inside the thing could have been immune, could have resisted, fought, could have been passed by, passed through with no effect. But it didn't, and it wasn't. Maybe it had grown weaker over time, not aged. It was timeless, but weaker with no link to its source. A metamorphosis followed. The thing that had been Hartman went through another change.
Do you think the game will let me go grab that, like, light source from the Foundation and bring it here so I can have one? Oh, Jesse, you need a light? Oh. Okay. Alright. Okay. 1, 2, 3. Explore the investigation sector. Okay. Let's go. Okay, can't get up there. I could get... Oh, I don't want to go down there. Ugh. Well, I'm gonna have to go down there. So that's sure as heck not opening. Okay. Let's see. There's a door on that side. And a door on that side. So let's check out. Let's just float slowly over to it. Because that's just going back and forth. So let's go over here first. Nope. Okay. Up. Okay, that's not opening. Let's go down here. Let's get away from the astral blip. What's this? Oh, door's opening. Okay, we got one door. How about that? Do you think that's gonna open? I don't think so. Convenient stuff you've left here, Ahti. Tell me which door is right.
It'd be damp and abandoned. Why did Wake want me to come here?
Oh! Hey, Hiss, remember how we talked about not sneaking up on me? Oh, boy. Okay, is there anything exciting in here? No? Just a hiss? Fine. Whatever. Just a wee hiss ambush. That's... oh, no, it's just a decorative railing. Okay. Anything in here? No. Anything in this toilet? No. Anything exciting? Shaded faucet. Assuming that's a crafting material and not a sink faucet. Oh. Oh. Hello? Anybody know if that's normal for the Bureau? Anybody know if I should walk in that?
That doesn't look like a house shift.
Okay.
Do I
Jesse.
even want to know?
Jesse's pretty sure it's not normal, so it's a good sign. Okay, what is this? Oh, this is a shelter. What's in the shelter? Darkness, mold. A ballistic ground slam boost, which I haven't used yet, but I probably don't want more than the ones I have. Filing and processing. Oh. Yes, I see you this time, Hiss. Friend. Get some friends. Oh. Let's not get shot to death today. Oh. And I got shot to death. Move more. Make more friends. Ow! Holy crap, they hit hard today. Everybody's just hitting real hard today. So is Jesse. Circle round, circle round.
Of course, the Hiss are already in.
Okay. Hartman arrest. I definitely want to hear about this. No, I don't. No game. I don't want to do the Hiss nodes. I want to read about Hartman getting arrested. Vendor name, Hartman Emil. Victim's name, Wake Allen, Anderson Tor, Anderson Odin, redacted, Lane Rudolph, DeSole Wendy, Emerson Thomas, redacted. You ruined a lot of lives, Hartman. Officer's name, Dennis, Special Agent Remy. Alright, I love Remy Dennis already. Charging is Code 4, kidnapping of altered individuals, 1 count. Code 8, sanctions against altered organizations, 1 count. Code 37, obstruction of Bureau investigation, 1 count. Code 74, breaching the Ash Act, 6 counts. I'm really interested to see which Ash the Ash Act is. Like if it's our Ash, the research and investigation guy, or if it's his father. Additional notes, offender's property seized as evidence to be used in conjuncture with ongoing AWE investigation. Offender's personal effects have been sent to research for analysis. After being cleared by Bureau researchers, all victims have been released. Biannual surveillance orders were assigned to each, except the Anderson brothers due to their senility, and Wake, possibly deceased. Okay. I love Hartman getting arrested. Any other interesting bits of Hartman being arrested? Anything else about Allen? Aha. Foot gossip. Hello. My feet gossip at night and now I have to wear shoes to bed. Sincerely, me. Who? Why? Why did you send that through dead letters? What? Who are you sending that to? Hey. Okay, service tunnel. That's definitely where we're going next. Anything in this office? Okay. Fire break is where we came from. Okay, that should be everything. Oh, wait, no, that's definitely...
Whoa. Looks like the house has gotten a little wild in here.
Okay, that's definitely where we're going next. So let's go to service tunnel. Let's see what's over here.
This darkness is blocking the door, so now I have to deal with an interdimensional noise and sentient shadows.
Shine a light. Yes. Hello.
Light burns it away, huh? Makes sense.
Anything in here? Nope. Okay. What's in here? Other than a tutorial on how to deal with Taken. Just a tutorial? Oh, wait a second. Okay, let's set you down here. I'll be able to find you. Oh. Mold. Moldy, moldy, moldy corridor. Should I have gone the other way first? I'm definitely gonna do that RPG thing where you're going and you're like, oh wait, no, maybe I should go the other way first and then go that way, and then that's the way you're supposed to go, so you have to backtrack the whole way anyway. Definitely gonna do that at some point. Oh, okay. Filing and processing, fire break, operations center. Oh, wait a second. Did I just... Oh. Oh, I don't think I could have gotten around there. Okay, I still want to check it out, though. A wild bit of the house. There we go. Stuff. Oh, another sink faucet. Okay, so yeah, you can't actually get through there. That works. Service tunnel. Okay, wait a second. Where'd my light go? Game. Oh, you put it back here for me. It's not alarming. Not alarming at all. Definitely not alarming that the light reset itself. This definitely could only be good things. Oh. That can only be good things too. Definitely. The light just spontaneously breaking. That can't be bad. I think it's also the same sound effect of the lights going out from Alan Wake, which is very cool. Alright, so Operations Center, active investigations. Yeah, let's head to active investigations.
The third thing. The sound made darker, the darkness made louder. Hartman was stretched, like a worm through time. The third thing was a monster. Now he crashed out of darkness toward Faden.
He said the thing. Like a worm through time. He said the thing. He said the thing. He said the thing that the Hiss are saying. Is he saying it because the Hiss is saying it? Or is the Hiss saying it because Alan said it?
The resonance carves its way through the thing that had been Hartman, vibrating, remolding. The sound changes the darkness, and the darkness changes the sound. They both changed what remained of Hartman. They all turned into something else. A third thing. The sound made darker. The darkness made louder. Hartman was stretched. Stretched as anyone when seen from out of time, like a worm through time. Almost an Ouroboros, a spiral, a maelstrom. The gravity well of a black hole, twisting inward, tightening, taking you deeper and deeper to the bottom, the heart, and through to the other side. The third thing said, when you hear this, you will know you're a new you. He said, we build you till nothing remains. He said, under the conceptual reality, behind this reality, you must want these waves to drag you away. He said, baby, 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 yeah, orange peel. The third thing was a monster. He'd tear apart any ordinary person crossing his path. Now he crashed out of darkness toward Faden. There was nothing ordinary about Faden.
Okay, so Alan's in the dark place, and he would have no way of knowing what was happening unless him writing it is making it happen. Okay. I'm also really worried about the thing crashes through the darkness at Faden. Because this is definitely dark. Okay, so that needs a cube. That needs a light source. How is this not a light source? Can I pick this up? Oh no, it short-circuited as soon as I picked it up. Never mind. Okay. Now I'm just like creeping around corners, afraid something's gonna pop out. Let's pick this up. Interrogation complaint. Kirkland, so you put me on desk duty just because I did the thing I was fucking hired to do, my job? Wanna know what I call that? Bullshit. Asking us to interrogate these scum without using words like altered items or AWEs or paracriminal is the stupidest thing I've heard in my life, and I've heard some fucking stupid things. They always know the facts. Hell, they know just as much as us, if not more. And they just get to sit there laughing at us while we dance around our words, trying not to lead classified terminology. They already know the fucking terminology. If you think pulling me off the case will stop me, then think again. That piece of shit blew up these tracks. He killed those people, all to make the train turn altered. Oh, yeah. Oh, yes, because the Blessed Corporation was also making altered items. We have him dead to rights, and you need to let me back in that interrogation cell so I can get him to flip on his buddies. These people are terrorists, and they deserve to be treated as such. This won't stop unless we stop them. You can go ahead and put me on suspension and see if that slows me down, Agent Hewitt. I like you, Hewitt.
Agent Fisher, day 6 inside the motel. Utilized surveillance methods are as follows. Fiber optic cameras slid under the individual room doors. Motion detectors in the lobby area. Tripwire, triggering a flash camera across the main entrance, even fingerprint powder on the front desk. Results are varying at best. Mostly just inconclusive and unusable. The footage is corrupted. Sometimes even the equipment is damaged. I don't know how, exactly. I think this place is making fun of me. That's the only explanation. I can hear them laughing and screaming behind the closed doors. I can hear the call bell going ding multiple times a day, but when I look, there's no one there. I know I'm supposed to stay out of sight, but I've seen the doors closing just before I can catch even a glimpse of anyone or anything. They're messing with me, whoever they are. I think... Wait, shh. There's something. I gotta get this. Gotta get the cable out. Come on, you fiber optic fuck, cooperate. Okay, there we go. Alright, that was fate, but I definitely heard movement coming from the hallway. I think I might have finally caught one. Ha! The recording better work this time or I swear to God I'm... What? Hello? Who's there? Oh, shit. I'm with the FBC. Move away from the door. I have a... Where's my...
Mr. Fisher? You okay? Okay. I think that's the end of it that time. Okay. Thing over here. Oh, it's just eerily silent. So it came from on top of one of these. Black Market Research and Records. Compiled by David Gleason, Special Investigator, by order of Remy Dennis, Chief Investigator. Summary. A black market hub specializing in trade of occult talismans, relics, and other assorted ceremonial objects, as well as genuine, altered, and paranatural materials, was raided in redacted Czech Republic by a team of special investigators. Unsuccessful attempts by suspects to escape using altered items resulted in numerous casualties and prevented the Bureau from questioning all participants. The following interrogations revealed not only was there a vast network of these retailers, but they seemed to be gathering information on altered items and other paranatural materials from sources unknown to the Bureau. The Bureau's concern here is threefold. A, there is a growing underground market for paranatural materials, which implies a growing awareness of their existence among a niche group of the general public. B, these criminal individuals do not seem to be aware of the item's paranatural powers, and their attempts to activate them could prove devastating if done in populated areas. C, the motivations for these collectors is largely unknown. NASA Cooperation Review. Interagency Cooperation Decision, NASA. Following the NASA/FBC Coordinated Agreement in 1972, the Bureau has provided NASA with numerous technological advancements based on our research, including the black rock lining now found in all spacefaring vessels. In return, all data gathered during the space missions is made available for Bureau researchers to analyze. Recently, certain individuals have raised concerns that this relationship does not adequately benefit the Bureau, either intellectually or financially. A thorough investigation of the costs accrued by both organizations has shown that the expense of NASA's recent launch of the Redacted far outweighs any spending related to the processing and delivery of black rock. From its medium Earth orbit, the Redacted will provide the Bureau with unparalleled resource for remotely monitoring and photographing AWE sites, a resource that could be lost if the partnership ends. It is the opinion of this committee that maintaining a cooperative relationship with our colleagues at NASA is of vital importance. Yeah, that seems important. Aha! Hello. Hello, Cube. Oh, I can't get through here. God, I'm gonna go down here with this and something's gonna jump out at me in that. Oh, man. Just so tense right now. Where was that? Where was that place that needed a cube? There we go. There be light. Alright. Oh, another cube. Eagle Limited Summary. AWE 44 event date in 2015, Bloomington, Illinois. The train derailment resulted in 62 casualties and numerous injuries was suspected to be the work of a paracriminal group known as Redacted. As a result of this event, the agents discovered that one of the cars had become altered with a persistent auditory event. It remains to be determined whether the AWE was spontaneous or a direct result of the sabotage. The Bureau had been tracking said group at the time, and intel gathered suggested the event of this caliber was imminent in Bloomington. As a result, the response team on site was able to respond to the train accident within minutes of its occurrence. They arrived to find emergency processes underway, but also equipment left behind by the suspected group. A suspicious onlooker managed to elude agents after the attempt to make contact. Further investigation of the accident site revealed a curiously undamaged train car which exhibited an altered state when entered. This individual car was secured and transported to the investigation sector for further study. Okay. And this is just the other side where I got the cube. So that needs a cube. The shadow. Compiled by Ezra Cruz. Oh, investigation researcher. Ezra Cruz is one of the ones that was in the missing peoples list. Writer of William Kirkland. Paranatural entity A010, aka the Shadow, is an aggressive redacted consisting of 3 known types. Type A, localized manifestation of sentient redacted capable of occupying organic and inorganic material as well as exerting redacted over its surroundings. Type B, shaded individuals, human bodies redacted by the Shadow. These individuals become notably more aggressive, but do seem to retain redacted of their previous selves. Research is ongoing on whether this condition is reversible. Type C, shaded objects, similar to Type B, except the inanimate objects are redacted solely to be used as destructive tools. Each type seems to work towards a shared goal, possibly targeting certain individuals, see AWE 35, which may imply a shared link to redacted intelligence. The threat this entity poses warrants immediate exploration of offensive/defensive measures. The investigation sector is being outfitted with additional lighting sources, some internally powered, prepare for the eventuality of a redacted. Well, that's the dark presence.
My understanding of the darkness is fragmented, incomplete. This abyss, this void, it very much does not wish to be understood. If light symbolizes knowledge, then it stands to reason that darkness would equate to ignorance. By its very nature, it abhors comprehension. Of course, my own nature drives me to comprehend all. We are opposing forces, destined to collide. And given this conflict of natures, we know that the light of truth will burn away the darkness, both figuratively and literally. Any significant light source can be used as protection, even weaponry against this metaphysical gloom. And then there are the artists. I know for a fact that Tom, Wake, the Anderson brothers, and Lane all had some involvement with the darkness. The question is whether their uncanny ability to affect reality through their art beckons the darkness, or did their work perhaps even create it? With Wake now secure in my lodge, I expect I shall grow closer to learning the answers to these questions. Assuming he cooperates, which is proving quite the challenge.
He won't.
Well, perseverance is the foundation of knowledge. Speaking of, I must be off on my rounds.
Fuck off, Herman. You absolute prick. Just absolute prick and tool. Okay, let there be hiss. Hey, buddy. Let's be friends. Alrighty, let's just take these guys one at a time. Oh, fuck. I thought he was dead. Dang it. I thought that guy was dead. Okay, that's just a door. Okay, let's get undercover. Alright. Come on, buddy. Where are the bad guys? Oh. Really? Oh. That was not a lot of his. Wow, I just got unlucky where I was standing before, clearly. Alright, so we've been up there. What's this? Another toilet.
Reminder, all employees are required to report their hours at the end of each month. The Federal Bureau of Control maintains that time is not subjective, and hours passed on alternative planes cannot be claimed. Astral dives do not accumulate overtime compensation. Thank you for your attention.
Oh, well, I'm the director now, and I say that they do. Yes. Any hours you spend in the Bureau doing your job count. Screw that. No way do they not count for overtime pay. Why was that tape in the bathroom? What's this? What's this? Oh, okay. It's somewhere. I can't access it now. Whatever. It's a mod I couldn't pick up. Oh.
Wednesday are full of Mold City. It's no food for lads of here. Darkness everywhere. New day, same old bloody city, said the old way. Like Darman food for nothing. Get rid of it.
Okay, Ahti. I'll get right on that. When I'm not dealing with Hartman. So if Ash made the control points, does that mean I'm not the only one who can fast travel between them? Oh dear, who's... Huh. Oh, there's another Fenturia. Oh. Jesse.
I don't feel right. Something in this darkness is draining me.
Oh, I see. So now I want to be in the light. Okay.
Shit.
Oh,
Now
shit.
what?
Oh, shit. Oh, God!
What is that?
I hungry darkness.
Come on, elevator, time to go.
Oh, God. No, pick up Pick up the cube, Jesse! Jesse! Okay. Holy shit, what the fuck? Oh god. Power cores, power cores, power cores. Power cores. Okay, we'll read that in a bit. Power cores. Gotta keep powering things up. That's what we gotta do, because he's probably gonna take them out. Okay, he doesn't like the light, so we're gonna stay in the light. Holy shit! I knew they kept saying, like, oh, you know, like, Hartman's been taken over by the darkness and the hiss, but I didn't think he was gonna be some weird horned deer creature. That's usually right up my alley, but not with Hartman. Hartman doesn't get to be a cool deer thing. Okay. Where do I put this next cube? Up there somewhere? Okay. I run up these stairs. What's in here? Okay, where am I going? I need to bring the cube with me, don't I? I can still hear him. Oh god. Holy shit. Yeah, Alan, you think you want to mention what he's actually turned into? No? No, we're just gonna leave that part out. Okay, there's another. Anything over here? No. Holy shit. Can I just miss the levitate, or... Okay, so I gotta put another one up there. What's in here? Ooh, more stuff? No? Nothing exciting. Okay, nothing exciting. Just chance. Oh god. Okay. Down here. Oh goodness, oh goodness. Oh goodness. I'm just gonna run away from Hartman. Oh goodness. Just in case. Where are they? Oh, there's Hartman. Better look at you. So he doesn't have a boss fight bar, so I don't think I can actually fight him right now. Okay, we're gonna stay up there. Grab a couple extra. Which we need every single one of them. And regret not taking that last one. Okay. Up we go. Up. Up. Oh. Oh, you're not a deer. You've got, like, your ribs sticking out your back. I thought those were horns. Oh, wow. those were like horns coming out of his head, but it's actually like eagled ribs coming out of his back. Oh, wow. Whew. Alrighty. So I didn't need any of them. I just needed to come over here and flip that switch. Whatever. Would have saved time if I had needed them. Let's have a roam around in here, and then I'm gonna read those collectibles we picked up.
Brian Hennerman, 21 years old, resident of Southern Texas.
I'm sorry, ma'am, but I really don't understand why I'm here.
You know what you did, Mr. Hennerman.
I do?
Tell me about Delivery Disaster.
The movie? I mean, it wasn't very good.
That's not what your review said, but we'll come back to that. Tell me where you got the movie from.
Movie night with a, a K, not an N, not night like nighttime, but...
Who contacted you? Who told you to review that film?
No one. I just did it because it looked obscure. I didn't even like the movie. I shouldn't have given such a high score, but reviewing obscure films makes you look smart. And I thought if I looked smart, I would get listeners. My podcast would take off, and I could move out of my parents' basement, and maybe even go to college and get a film degree like I've always wanted to. I swear. I swear, I swear, I swear.
Okay, the kid doesn't know shit. I'm ending the session.
I like how we're getting some plot threads in the same between Foundation and this. Even though you could do a Dark Place a lot sooner than the Foundation. Like, this unlocked, I think, in, like, the 6th mission of the main game. Okay, anything in these? Anything I missed in these offices? I don't think so. Let's check the other office.
Arcade machines. Shim.
Arcade machine allows Jesse to get access for
whatever.
Yeah, no. Not right now. Well, we'll come back to that. Okay, I think that's everything. Alright, let's have a look at these collectibles. This Ranger Airborne. Oh, they are Rangers. Subgroup of Hiss corrupted Rangers has manifest ability to levitate, similar to the Hiss elevated agents. However, these airborne Hiss Rangers display no telekinetic abilities and simply continue to use mundane Bureau weaponry. Not that it was any less dangerous. This evolution, being so similar to the elevated, possibly indicates that Hiss can share permutations through a type of network or perhaps osmosis. However, the fact that this development in Hiss Rangers has only been observed in the investigation sector may indicate the environmental factor was responsible. They could be responding to an altered item or other paranatural element found only in that sector, or perhaps its natural progression of the Hiss Ranger phenotype. Not enough time has passed to determine the conclusive trajectory of development for each of the Hiss manifestations, assuming any such trajectory exists. Okay. Hartman background. Compiled by our friend Remy Dennis, Chief Investigator, by order of William Kirkland, Head of Investigations. Okay, so this is before Kirkland quit. Dr. Emil Hartman is an academic psychotherapist, sure, that owned and operated a recovery center in Bright Falls, Washington, focused on the treatment of artists struggling with creative blocks and other mental disorders. Sure. Publicly, Dr. Hartman's treatment center seemed unremarkable in its methods and purpose. Privately, however, Dr. Hartman was abusing his patients in order to utilize any latent parutilitarian abilities that may possess with the aim of shaping redacted to his own benefit, which has earned him a Class 2 paracriminal designation. The Bureau's good. Note, for more on the link between artists and their ability to redacted reality through artistic mediums, see file redacted. Investigation has proven that Dr. Hartman's illegal endeavors were conducted alone. After being approached by the Bureau during the redacted investigation, he displayed no remorse or intention to cease his actions. Dr. Hartman was taken into custody, evaluated, and released redacted months later, having been deemed a negligible threat. I take that back. The Bureau is an idiot. His medical license has been permanently revoked. Okay, so at least they did that. Night Springs screenplay, page 1. Note, the screenplay was found after the Bureau acquired the Night Springs television series and all its past episode scripts. It appears to be written by Alan Wake as a part of an application to become one of the show's writers. So, Barry, Alan's agent, did say that he wrote some episodes of Night Springs. Because when we watched an episode of Night Springs and Barry was like, oh, it's not one of yours, let's just go walk away. Night Springs spec script. Episode Over the Threshold Darkly by Alan Wake. Host, voiceover. It is only human nature to wish to control the forces around us, and even more so to possess them. But what happens to those forces are not ours to claim, or even of this world? What if they are things you can discover in Night Springs? Interior, secret lab, night. We are in a secret lab. The large sign on the wall. Secret lab, night. We are in a secret lab. You don't have to say that. It says secret lab, interior. The large sign on the wall reads, the Federal Bureau of Night Springs. Scientist. I've told you several times, Director. It isn't ready. Director. It's ready when I say it's ready, Doctor. Scientist. But the thing beyond the portal, we have no control over it. It's Trench and Darling, isn't it? It's Trench and Darling. It's Trench and Darling. Vending machine procedures. Vending machine AI 8-81-KE, acquisition date 2017, investigation sector processing underway. Containment procedure, unknown. Testing in the investigation sector is currently ongoing. Description/altered effect. The vending machine is front covered in faux wood panel, coin operated, buttons for selecting food products. This item generates and stores a variety of material, both editable and otherwise, in its rows of internal trays. Initial testing suggests the item reacts to the mind of the individual in closest proximity and will produce whatever they subconsciously desire. Attempts to cause the item to create a living redacted have consistently failed. Background. The item was discovered in a nursing home in redacted Alberta after a resident named Muriel called the local news station about a magic vending machine. News story reported that the nursing home staff was purposely stocking the machine with distinctive food and objects as a way to raise the residents' spirits. The Bureau response team encouraged the story while confiscating the item. And then I think Hartman notes in the darkness, billable hours, and motel observation. We've heard those. Okay. I think that's where I'm going to cut it for today. We've seen a lot and read a lot and open more questions than answers. And hopefully next time we get some of those answers and maybe take on Hartman face to face. I'm really hoping for an awesome boss fight. Hate Hartman. So excited to just get rid of him once and for all. I'll see you next time. Bye.